If you are a creative entrepreneur, a coach, speaker, marketing, or sales professional, and you love to create content, to create magic, to create products and services that help the world, then you network a little bit differently than most. And this video series was created for you. This is the final video in a 5-part series on how to build empowered partners that skyrocket your visibility and income. There are 4 other videos. I'm going to create a link under this video so you can go watch them and get yourself caught up. But in video 1, we talked about how to identify your empowered partner and why an empowered partner is different from a traditional networking partner you might find in most places that you network. In video 2, we talked about how to explore collaboration strategies, especially as a creative entrepreneur. And we talked about 4 empowered partner strategies that I teach within my community that helps you focus your creative energy and really collaborate with others in a way that feels like a win-win. In step 3, we talked about how to make an agreement with your empowered partner, including what to consider in that agreement, when to make it in writing, when to consider maybe just a verbal agreement will do. And in step 4, we talked about how to follow through with your empowered partner and the systems that are helpful to have in place in order to keep you on track and keep you making those commitments to each other. And finally, in this video here today, we're going to talk about how to follow up with your empowered partner and build on what's already working. I'm Stephanie Bonte-Lebair. I'm the founder of Empowered Business Networking. I am a creative. I am a professional singer, speaker, and now a networking coach. And I love to create other fellow creative entrepreneurs how to network differently by shifting their focus from prospects to partnerships. We do this by training you how to build empowered partners. And so I have a gift today as well. If you would like to come visit our community and see how we're creating empowered partners, type hashtag empower as a comment under this video, and you could win a free ticket to come to a future event, which is about $88 if you find us on Eventbrite. So let's get started in how to do the follow-up with your empowered partner. Quick recap in video 4, we also said in the follow through portion where you have to have those systems in place, the key piece here is part of that system is that you've already booked this follow up call. It's already on your calendar. So you don't have to worry about reaching out to make sure it gets on the calendar. It's already there. The other piece is in video 3, we talked about making an agreement. And as part of making that agreement, you've decided, hey, is this a trial period of, let's say, 90 days where we want to test the waters and see how well we work together? In which case, this call was set up towards the end of that trial period or at the end of that trial period so that you could assess what has happened. Now, I've positioned this call to be the focus on what's working because so often as entrepreneurs, we focus on what's not working. What are the challenges? What are the problems we need to solve? Where's that goal that we haven't quite reached yet? And what do we have to do to get there? But this has us overlooking the wins and how far we've come along the way to be able to look back and say, look at all we've done so far. How can we build on that to create even more momentum? And this is really also about how to have good assessment skills. I learned how to do self assessments from my business coach, Heather Dominic, and it is a key tool in how to work with team members, how to work with networking partners and empowered partners, and even with your clients. So you start by asking the first question, which is, what is working well? What are the celebrations that you'd like to share for yourself and others? This sets the energy in the right direction for moving forward in a way that's going to create the transformation you're really looking to create, either with your empowered partner or in looking for an additional empowered partner. The second question then you ask yourself is, what isn't working as well with this collaboration? What were some expectations that you had about what you were going to create together that didn't fulfill themselves in the time that you thought? And because you've also looked at the celebrations, now this third question is going to be really key because what you do differently should be based on what you've learned, not just what you've learned about what isn't working well, but also what is working well. So maybe you need to do more of what was working well or create something new around what the celebrations were about and less or eliminate the actions that didn't work for you and were not creating what you wanted to create with that person. Now, I also recommend that you do this assessment for yourself first. You write out all the answers. And then when you get on this call with your empowered partner to follow up with them, you share them one at a time with each other. So you say, I'm going to share the celebrations I have from my side. And then I'd love to hear the celebrations from your side. And you go through that. And then you say, hey, these are some challenges that I see, or some areas where things didn't quite work out the way I was expecting. What do you have to share along these lines? And then finally, you can say, well, based on the conversation so far, here's where I see us going. Here's what I feel is a great next step. Or here are some actions that I think we could add to our partnership. Or here's some things I think we should stop doing between the two of us with our partnership. And then ask, how do you feel about that? Do you have anything you want to add to this conversation? What do you think we should be doing differently? And doing this assessment live as part of your follow up is going to create dramatic results because you can quickly identify what needs to change and then you can start to take different actions. You could also say to yourself, hey, this isn't working out for us. I think it was, you know, a nice attempt, but we've learned maybe this isn't where our strengths lie or that we're not as good of a fit as we thought. Or it could be, let's have another 90-day trial period and let's take these changes to see what the next 90 days will bring for us. Or it also could be, let's just keep doing what we're doing. We're doing great stuff. It's working out really well. Let's move forward. The final piece before you end this call is to ask yourself, when is the next follow-up call, especially if you continue your partnership? So you say, great, we're going to do another 90-day trial period. Let's schedule another call in 3 months, or maybe at the halfway point of the next trial period. You decide, but put it on the calendar now before you get off that call so you are ready to go. So that's it. These are the 5 steps to build empowered partners that increase your visibility and your income. If you would like to go deeper into these strategies and these concepts that I teach in Empowered Business Networking, come visit us. Come meet real people. Come meet real potential empowered partners at an event. Make sure you type hashtag empower as a comment. You could win a free ticket to come hang out with us. We allow guests to visit twice. And even if you decide you don't want to join our community as a member, we still love to meet new people. So please come visit us either way. We love to train creatives how to network differently by focusing on partnerships rather than prospects. We also want to collaborate with other creatives. So if that's you, come hang out with us so we can see what we can create together. Just visit buildempoweredpartners.com to find out more about our upcoming events. Thank you so much for being a part of this very special series.